when I've already seen it for myself? Now look, here's the question. Do I look like a donut? Well, why do you want to glaze me? No, I don't want to hear it. No, you listen to this.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. I have been up all night. I have not closed my eyes. I have not been to sleep. I have been hunting for y'all to find the tea. I got a couple videos that's coming today that's probably gonna blow y'all away. Okay, so I just wanted to go ahead and just get this understood that I hit up two members of the public announcement group, which were the same two members that did their interview with Nick at Night. And so the light-skinned dude who basically said he wasn't gonna like slander R.Kelly or whatever, he just wanted to talk about what was going on between them. He really didn't have anything to tell me, so I just kind of let that go. And so while I was messaging Rick, Feloney Davis ended up inboxing me and telling me that he seen my YouTube video and he basically wants to inform me of some things that were going on that the public was not aware of. And so we exchanged phone numbers, and I'm supposed to actually call him today at 12 o'clock, but I don't think that I'm going to call because I can kind of already figure out what he's going to tell me, which I put it in my video for y'all so y'all can be updated. And also, I'm probably not going to talk to Rick either because he just seems like a dick. He was like kind of rude in the messages and he made me feel some type of way. And so before I cussed him out, I just removed myself from that situation. I also friend requested Earl and sent him an email, and I tried to contact some other members of the group, and I'm also awaiting responses. And y'all have to like remember that I was up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, so that's when those messages went out. So I have to give them time to like wake up and actually check it before I tell y'all whether or not they got back in contact with me. But let's go ahead and get into this video, y'all, so I can give y'all this tea. Okay, I'm ready. Back in 1990, R. Kelly was a part of a group called MGM, also known as Mentally Gifted Men.
Come here, girl. I want to talk to you.
Back in 1990, MGM and R. Kelly had tried out for a talent show called Big Break, and they actually ended up winning the talent show, and they got $100,000, and that is when R. Kelly left that group. So when R. Kelly left the group, he got noticed by Jive Records, but Jive Records didn't want to release him without a group. So that's when he went and found Public Announcement. So I think what a lot of people are getting confused is they're thinking that the public announcement that we have in 2019 is the same public announcement that was with R. Kelly in 1991. But that's not right, y'all, so I'm going to fill y'all in. So the original public announcement group included Webster, Boykins, R. Kelly, and Earl Robinson. Okay, y'all? So left to right, we have Webster, who's in the blue jean hat. Then we have Boykins, who's in the red hat. And then the lady in the middle is Lady D. Then, of course, you got R. Kelly. And then the guy on the end is Earl Robinson. Now, this is the original members of Public Announcement that was with R. Kelly back in 1991, now that they are older. So you have Andre, Rick, and Earl. So R. Kelly and Public Announcement released their collaboration album Born into the 90s in January of 1992, one of the last albums to be released during the New Jack Swing period of the early 1990s. The album included the hit She's Got That Vibe, Honey Love,
Touch Me. I know what you want, and tonight is your night for the rest of your life.
Dedicated, and Slow Dance, Hey Mr. DJ. All of which was led by Kelly, eventually leading to the album reaching 1 million copies domestically and going platinum. Overall, Honey Love and Slow Dance, Hey Mr. DJ were the only two hits to reach #1 on the R&B chart during Public Announcement's tenure. The group was billed as R.Kelly and Public Announcement, essentially making the group backup members for Kelly rather than a cohesive unit. After a successful tour ended in 1993, Kelly parted ways with Public Announcement to begin a solo career. The group suddenly left the music industry after his departure. Okay, so I was able to find out from doing my research or whatever that originally when R. Kelly got with the Public Announcement group, everybody already knew that Jive wanted to release R. Kelly with the group and then allow for him to go solo. So the deal was that R. Kelly was supposed to get with Public Announcement and do their thing or whatever, and then after he made it big, he would come back and help them produce their own album to be their own group without him. But that ended up not working out, and so I believe that that's where things kind of got sketchy for them. So when R. Kelly left Public Announcement ended up suddenly leaving the music industry after R. Kelly left. So then Public Announcement brought in a new member, Big Mel, along with Earl, Rick, and Andrea. The group signed with Atlantic Records. And they released a single, Take Advantage of Me, but an album never materialized. And so Andre and Rick and Big Mel left the group. So Andre Boykins and Big Mel worked on music together and individual careers. Boykins also continues to work closely with R. Kelly. According to his Myspace page, Boykins is currently a songwriter and producer at the Chocolate Factory studio in Chicago. He often tours with Kelly and has been featured in many of Kelly's videos, such as I Wish, When a Woman's Fed Up, and Contagious by the Isley Brothers. After Andre, Rick, and the rest of them left, it was just Earl. So Earl took it upon himself to go recruit someone else, and he recruited Feloney Davis. Feloney Davis, y'all, is the guy who hit me up in my inbox saying he seen my YouTube video, so I thought I had something big because the way he hit me up was like, hey, Ma, this is Mel Davis. I'm the lead singer to Public Announcement. Bitch, I thought I really had a motherfucking story, and he ain't even the original member. Yeah, so when everybody left the group and it was just Earl recruited Feloney Davis, Glenn Wright, and Euclid Gray as new members of Public Announcement in 1996. And Feloney Davis took over as the lead singer in R. Kelly's place. In 1997, they eventually scored a record deal with A&M Records and started working on their sophomore and solo debut album, All Work and No Play. In 1998, they scored their first and only top 5 hit without R. Kelly, named Body Bumpin' Yippee-Yi-Yo.
Anything that I never did before. Behind closed doors, I'm gonna make you shop for more.
Okay, so these guys you see right here is our 2019 Public Announcement. And the guy right here in front and center is Feloney Davis. Feloney Davis was the one who hit me up in my Instagram DM and told me that he wanted to talk to me to fill me in about my YouTube video. I guess there was some things that I was missing. And so I kind of put 2 and 2 together myself, and I figured that he was just going to tell me that they're our 2019 Public Announcement and they are not the 1991 Public Announcement that was originally with R. Kelly, consisting of Andre Boykins, Ricky Webster, and Earl Robinson. Okay, so also Feloney feels some type of way because I guess they're trying to come out with some music. However, they're not able to book any shows or sell any music because the world has them mixed up with this R. Kelly stuff that's going on. The world thinks that this Public Announcement is the same Public Announcement from 1991, but it is not. This is a new group. This is Public Announcement number 2, if you per se. Public Announcement number 2 wants all of y'all to know that they love the women, they are for the women, and they respect the women. They would never do anything like R. Kelly is doing, and they feel that y'all should give them a chance and listen to their new music. Y'all, I'm so excited to get this video out to y'all. I can't wait. Okay, so you see Andre here with R. Kelly and some ugly dude in the back. But I'm finna get ready to show y'all an interview that I found early this morning of Andre Boykins talking to a radio station, y'all, and he is leaking all the tea. Y'all think that Nick and Knight brought y'all all the tea? No, I'm finna bring y'all all the tea. Okay, so stay tuned.
Yo, Dre, Giant, the R&B bully. original member of R.Kelly and Public Announcement. It started, I had a group, me, Earl, Rick, and we were doing talent shows all across Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And we did so many talent shows that after a while, they wouldn't let us get into the talent shows no more. So we had to start being special guests. So Rob was actually moving. He had like a video like Why You Want to Play Me. He was with MGM and all that kind of stuff. So, and they had just won Natalie Cole's Big Break. I don't know if you remember that. Do y'all remember that?
Nah, I remember some of that. I remember some of that.
Okay. So after that, he met Barry Hankerson. And Barry Hankerson took on the management.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Jive wanted to sign him, but they wanted to sign him off the basis of R. Kelly and MGM.
Got you.
But they broke up.
Okay.
So at that point, he needed some guys. And we happened to show up at the Cotton Club. The Cotton Club at that time was really popular.
Familiar.
And we couldn't perform because the list was so long. But we was dressed, we was, you know, like ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And he saw us and he was like, yo, what y'all do? You know what I'm saying? And we was like, we sing, we dance, we do everything. And so we sung and we danced. And the next day he said, hey, meet me at my house at Presidential Towers and wear all black. So we didn't know, but all we knew was he was on Natalie Cole's Big Break, you know what I'm saying? And this might be a good opportunity for us. So we went and we did that. And then the next thing we knew, we were taking pictures and rehearsing the songs that he had already done. Majority of the songs were already done. And at that point, the next thing we knew, we were overseas doing sold out shows.
Okay. So, where did it go wrong?
Yeah, what happened?
It went wrong. Well, it didn't go wrong. I'm not gonna say it went wrong, but one of the members of Public Announcement, Earl, he said that he came and told me that he saw R. Kelly having sex with Aaliyah.
Okay. This was before or after their marriage?
This was before.
Before they were married. Okay.
Yeah, this was before.
Okay.
And
So he just saw it, like he just walked in.
Yeah, I mean, he was on the tour bus sleep. That's what he told me.
Okay.
We saw that clip. And then these clips are from, you have something forthcoming, or the
Yeah,
group has
yeah.
something forthcoming, which is it a documentary?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a show. It's not going to just be about Public Announcement. I only created that as a pilot.
Got you.
To be the first act.
Got you.
But it's going to feature film producers, writers, sports players, NFL players. It's going to feature all those kind of things. But this was just the first episode.
Okay.
So
he caught a group member caught R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
yeah, that's what he told me.
All right.
That's what he told you. So he confronted it, then it all split, or did y'all kind of have a side meeting saying we're gonna?
Then Earl left.
He left. Okay.
He left. He was like, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. So I was like, okay. So I told Rob, I was like, because he asked where was Earl at, and I was like, well, he left. And he was like, why'd he leave? And I was like, well, he left because he said he saw you and Aaliyah, you know, doing whatever. And he was like, what that got to do with him? And his check.
Wow.
So I was like, I don't know. So he said, okay, well, I tell you what, I'm going to pay you what he was getting paid plus what I'm paying you.
So was that hush money? Was that?
No, that was more so like screw Earl, and he's stupid for leaving when that has nothing to do with him.
Right.
So at that point, I was like, okay, because I hadn't seen it. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay.
Right.
And Earl was gone.
So was there a particular, because we're still trying to lead up to the point where Public Announcement left R. Kelly in its entirety, was there a particular moment maybe when you was like, I can't be a part of this anymore? Or
Okay,
was it personal or creative? That's what we're trying to get at.
Okay, so after Earl left, it was just me and Rick left. And for some reason, Rob didn't feel like Rick was, up to speed or whatever the case may be, and he pretty much was like, you know what? So he kept clowning him. So at that point, Rick left. Now, when Rick left, I had pressure from Earl's family, like, why are you staying? So, which made me leave, and that's when that was done.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
Because I was like, I had some type of loyalty to these dudes because we started together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Have you spoken to R.Kelly since?
A few times. Yeah, absolutely.
Realistically speaking, and I want people to tune in to the show you put together. I'm sure there's a lot of hard work that was put into that. But realistically speaking, these are my people. These are my team that's around me.
Right.
And even if things happen, you have to at some point, like, even if you didn't watch the new situation and what's going on with R. Kelly, right? Some part of you has to have an opinion on just media and the people and what's going on right now. And what is your take on everything that's going on?
I mean, I watched the whole docu-series.
You watched it, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I watched the whole thing. And I feel bad for the survivors, quote unquote, that actually came out and they said what they said. I feel bad for them.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's true to a certain degree, but they're not telling the whole story.
Okay.
From Sparkle to Drea to everybody. They're not telling the whole story.
Got you.
They're just telling their survivor story of what happened, but they're not telling how they played a role in all of this to a degree. Because, okay, I'll just keep it real with you. When we left, we were working on our album as a public announcement, and we got a deal with Atlantic Big Beat. After that, we started working on Sparkle, which was one of the original members' wife,
Right.
Earl, right? So we did it, and I planned on like saying, okay, well, let's just go this way with it. Earl wanted to take it to Kels, to Rob. I was like, it's not a good idea. I don't think this is a good idea. So at that point, he kept saying, no, it's a good idea. I'm married to her. It's good. We're going to get paid. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I'm like, okay. So we did our demo. All of that. Did the demo, everything. I took it to him. He said, yeah, it's hot. But I got to do it myself. I was like, what you mean? He like, I have to produce it myself. Y'all can't have nothing to do with it.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And me knowing him, because they're gone now. Rick and Earl are gone. So I'm seeing him on an everyday basis, how he gets down. So I'm like, so I go back to Earl and I say, hey man, this is not going to end up well. If she goes down here and does this with him, it's over. Everything.
Right.
And Earl was like, no, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? This is my wife. It's going to be good.
It ain't no good.
Soon as she went down there, she never went back. That's why she don't mention him.
Wow.
She never went back.
Wow.
And and then at that point, it was like he was destroyed. Just like you see in my story, he was destroyed.
Wow.
Because he didn't understand like why his wife would actually do that. But Rob told me, he said, hey, when she come down here, she got to sleep on this couch for 30 days to do her album. But she started off doing background vocals for Aaliyah album because he was creating that at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it just, I mean, it went totally left.
Right. So I want you, Tell me something, because like I said, I imagine that this is still somewhat of, I don't know if you want to say a brother, but y'all made history, y'all made music together, you tour together, you have some type of camaraderie.
Yeah.
Say something. Everybody's saying negative about him right now. Do you have something positive you want to say about it?
Yeah, I mean,
Or maybe some type of testament to his character?
okay, well, I say this first. First of all, the dude is extremely talented.
We know that.
Extremely talented. Everybody knows that.
We know that. Everybody should know that.
And as far as my relationship, and as far as who R.Kelly is, he's a good guy.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know where it happened, where it went left for him, but I only know the good guy.
Right.
I only know the guy that was saying to me, Dre, you should write. Dre, you know, your swag is this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can do it. So I was locked into that. So I'm there learning. As well as, you know, I mean, we're in the music industry, so it's girls everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not checking no IDs. I don't know nothing about this. And to be just straight up, even when things were going bad, and it was in the media, and I knew that things were going bad and things they were saying, I was never a part of that. He always made sure that I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Would you say, in somewhat of a conclusion, do you think, if somebody asked you and y'all were just having a conversation, and we are having a conversation,
Right.
from what you know and your dealings with R. Kelly, would you say, a lot of people are saying he needs help? You think is that the way that you would put it? Like, R. Kelly needs help? Or?
Yeah, I would think he needs help.
Okay, so you would say
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I would think he needs
Based
help.
on your experience?
Based off the things that people are saying, because, you know, like I said before, I never seen with my two eyes nothing he done to nobody underage.
But you might have had dealings with some of these people and you feel like they might be reliable information?
Like when Sparkle says what she says, like, should the people believe everything that she's saying?
Well, in terms of her saying that that's her niece, and her saying that she was there, and you know how she's trying to depict her character, I would say it's like 90%.
There's some truth to it, but some of the documentary might be sensationalized a little bit for TV. Truth. We're just trying to have a clear understanding ourselves because we're all watching it. We know that the primary reason for TV is entertainment, and there are directors and creators and people that can move things around. So I guess we're trying to leave here with just based on, you're the only person we know that knows R. Kelly. Well, Andrea Kelly came before, and she had her stance on everything, but you're the person we're talking to now that knows him.
Okay, well, let me say this. I'll just start here, and we'll just break it all the way down. The things she's saying are true. Now, everybody's leaving out parts.
Got you.
Right.
Two sides to the story.
You see what I'm saying? So, when she came into the picture, and she was a dancer, there was 3 other dancers.
Okay.
But they all were getting down. Everybody was it was what it was. So it's not like she didn't know that this was happening.
Okay.
She was a part of it.
Okay.
And then one day we was on tour, and then he just separated her. And then the rest of the dancers had to sleep in the bunks. She slept on the back. It was what it was. So she knew that.
Right.
So the world doesn't know that R. Kelly interfered with that marriage.
No, because she never mentions Earl. And that's why I'm here now. She never even mentioned how she even met him. She met him because of me.
Okay.
I took the demo there and sat down with him, and he listened to it, and he's like, "Oh man, it's dope." But y'all can't be a part of it.
Deep, man. Well, we appreciate you stopping by Hood Rich Radio for some clarity. All right, let's talk about just real quick. Give everybody your Instagram and let them know what you got coming up in the near future. Are you still making music?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, talk about some of that real quick.
But I'm actually filmmaking and I'm doing shows and stuff like that too.
Nice.
And I guess I want to say, like, why we finished so soon? I mean, y'all finna go have dinner or something? What is going on?
We definitely want people to. It's about you, right? We definitely want people to tune into what you have coming up, right?
I appreciate it.
And we're not at Hood Rich Radio. We're not here to. We're here for clarity.
Clarity.
Yeah, we're here for clarity. We don't do shock radio.
Nope.
If it was left up to us, everybody would be uplifted. You can kind of get that vibe, right?
Lovely.
If there's something that you absolutely must say, then please give us more.
Please say it. That's all you need to say. Because, you know,
Right.
if you got something to say.
I mean, I watched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening to everybody. And it's people that spoke that I don't know.
Right.
So I speak on Demetrius, because there's been a lot of questions about him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's been talking about that.
Right.
But he was only there in like the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually fired. So this might be what Kells is saying he's going to say about him. Could very well be. He got fired because he was stealing.
Right.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's so many layers to it. It's like I could talk all day.
Right. Right. Well, we like we said, we're about clarity, and tell everybody about when will we be able to see this docuseries or this particular show in its entirety?
Okay, what I'm doing, I'm in the process. I have people shopping the show, the last story show,
Okay.
and a book.
Okay.
You know, that like has a host of people that, you know, I've been in situations with, from Jay-Z to Whitney Houston to Ronald Isley.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's coming. And also I have a entertainment company and a sound, lighting, and DJ company for like big events and stuff like that.
Nice.
So I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
Okay. All right. Cool. Did you give everybody your Instagram?
No.
Okay, give them that Instagram, because when they hear this, they're going to have questions, man.
Gotta follow that clip.
Yeah, the Instagram is at Giant the R&B Bully.
Okay.
And the email is for interns, if you work a camera, whatever you do, it's all good.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to get interns and stuff, but you're going to get more than just that. You can get out this email, but feel free. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. It's hits with a Z, digital access. hitsdigitalaccess@gmail.com.
Okay.
And so tonight I have the honor and pleasure of having in studio with me the one and only Mr. Feloney Davis, better known as Fel. But in light of all of the things that have recently been going on in the news with R&B singer R.Kelly and all the alleged allegations, but where are you in your mindset with everything that's going on right now?
With the things that are going on and the things that I'm hearing, I'm not a fan of. Again, I always say I look to God to, put his hands on everybody that's involved.
10, people are going to look at the situation, and everybody who was in that whole 90s coming up, making it, you know how people said birds of a feather tend to flock together.
Right.
And so how do you shake that stigma? I mean, you can be here and tell me this is what it is, but life is what it was.
Right. Exactly.
And not that we know anything good or bad about it.
Exactly.
Life is what it is.
Exactly.
So how do you...
Well, that situation, myself and the members of Public Announcement Current, we, as the world don't know, we were not a part of that. Okay. A lot of people think that we are the same group of guys.
Right, and that's a big confusion that I think everybody needs to know.
Right.
So you guys are the second round or the third round guys.
We are the second group of guys.
That was deemed public announcement.
Me personally, after R. Kelly left Public Announcement, after the Born Into the 90s album was successful, okay, then they were in need of another lead singer, front guy. Okay.
All right.
I was approached for that position. And with that being said, then I was actually working with those guys, and through some member changes as time went on, the Public Announcement you know now with the singles Body Bumping and John Doe and Man Ain't Supposed to Cry and all of those songs that we hear now.
Right.
Exactly. Feloney Davis, Glenn Wright, it was Euclid Gray, and Earl Robinson with the first All Work No Play album. Okay. Earl was the only remaining member that was a part of that R.Kelly situation for the group of guys that I sang with.
Okay. All right.
After that, then we moved on to do other music and things of that nature. But the issue is now that all of the allegations and things that's coming out now, we are affected indirectly by association. You know, there are some dates that we were supposed to have performed on, and some dates that we were given that we were turned down.